high-ranking Swedish driver here in Sweden, home turf. Oliver Kinmark, you are ready for this fight. I can see the smile on your face. What are you hoping to achieve here?
To be honest, just to make a good race, as I don't have any championship to fight for, so just go all in and fight for it.
That's what you need. Obviously, you don't care about a championship fight at all, do you? You just want that P1.
Yeah.
Tell us your experiences here so far this weekend. Have you enjoyed the weekend? Has it been nice to race in your home country?
Yeah, it feels really good to be here in home soil with every known friends and family around. So yeah, I feel really confident going into this final.
Well, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Swedish fans out there who are going to be watching this race and will be cheering you along. So give them a nice wave for us.
Thank you.
Excellent stuff there. Great stuff from the grid, but we are moments away from starting this race. Guillaume, let's head back up to you. What can we expect throughout this next 25-lap race?
What I will tell you what we can expect, my dear Anthony, a spectacle, an immense show between some of the best competitors in the whole world of the drive karting. With the contenders, here they are, laying up onto the grid. Timo Ramaker is the man to beat on pole position. Christos Kostoya by his side. Kenzo Cree, the championship leader, as we speak on the third step. Oliver Kinmark, one of the local heroes by his side. Daniel Kelleher and Lev Kudorov on row number 3. Row number 4, Jason Phillips and Joe Turney. Watch out from that full British fourth row. Row number 5, Ricochet and Fausto Arnando. Zach Drummond and James Ananiastadis following on row number 6. Row number 7, Jacob Mikalev, Scott Marsh, Gar Firan, as well as Marco Gast, Gigi Pezel and Mariano Lopez on row number 9. Row number 10, further back on the grid, we'll see Jacopo Martinez as well as Toby Gale. Row number 11, Peter Stiller as well as Davide Portaro. Row number 12, Jensen Bennett as well as Leo Nilsson. Jensen Bennett did have the best of outcome in his last race, will be willing to climb up the field. 1 minute to go before the flag will wave. Row number 13, we'll see Lewis Francis and Anata Endo. Row number 14, Luna Flusha and Jacob Kamenik, Luc Konder and Victor Gustafsson, a familiar name in the wall of KZ on row number 15, 30th on the grid. And at the back end, Boris Lysen on his own, with Matthew Higgins unable to take part into this last race of the weekend. Row number 17, Nicola Coman and Gino Rocchio, and Sebastian Pavan and Sebastian Mins, for Sebastian last row of the grid. 35 drivers ready to go for war. This is the last final of the weekend, the last race of the year in the Champions of the Future series for their drive classes. Anthony, this is the spectacle we've been waiting for, that the drivers have been building up towards, as we can expect better than that, to have the 3 championship contenders close on points, close on the grid, and ready for 25 laps of pure madness.
Yeah, certainly so. We are ready for this race, and so are the drivers. As engines fire up, they make their way out for their formation laps, and it looks like everyone does get away. Let us know that for Sebastian Pavan. It's all good. Beautiful conditions that we've got right now, and everyone trained and ready to go for this race. Like we say, really close in that championship fight. Of course, Craigie 289, Costoya 274, Ramicus 253. It's a little bit of work for Ramicus to do, but still, mathematically, if it all happens out there on track, it's still, I think, possible. But we'll have to wait and see what happens as the mechanics get into their stand, ready to watch this one. Race control again, Joanna Van Kamp, Sammy Fisher, Lionsden, ready to watch this race. drivers now on circuit, ready to go for this one. Once again, Marshall's doing a brilliant job this weekend, keeping drivers in check, aiding the drivers as well when they've had those moments out on circuit. We couldn't go racing without that fabulous orange army as the field getting themselves ready to confirm that we are standing up. Here is a live view of the coverage. We didn't suddenly just get up, I swear. We have been standing up the entire time. But Guillaume, we're ready for this one. One final race to round out the season. 3 drivers on that top spot who could take away that title, but we are going to have to wait and see as the field line themselves up for the last race of the 2025 season. It's the champions of the future, it's the final, and it's lights out, fights on in senior OK to lightning start for Timo Rokas on the inside line. It's Kristianstad. Contention all the way down, but we'll have to wait and see as the race progresses. That's the way it starts. So Jesse Phillips there to get through into 4th place, but he's done so as they all continue up there. Look at them, 4-5 wide there in the background.
Yeah, so they're laying down an easy task out there, number 7 to just get in line altogether, but they could get away pretty much apart from those 2 drivers, including Kristianstad, a big first driver of the final right inside. There goes one of the cheering. This is one of Victor Lanes.
Ricochet.
Yeah, Ricochet. We'll get back to that in the lead, 3 tenths, almost 4 as Kristian keeps on battling. Kristian at P15, and look at that coming together. One of the DPKs and one of the Tonicas. Definitely having a bit of an explanation. Let's keep it quiet and mature here. And that's a race done and dusted on lap number 2. What a shame for these 2.
Yeah, Dave, that's it. Into 2nd place, you can see the advantages that Kenzo Craigie has got now at this point with the 50 points to his name. But that is an absolutely astonishing performance. Think back to last year as retiring again. Here's the 319. You have Tony Gale for the Milan team out of this race. Ramika's last year 2nd overall. Really tough fight for him that one. And he did say to me, he gains now is a point that is added to his tally and closing in to take back 2nd in the standings away. Driver at number 7, now goes the World Racing driver. Is that a 3:30 that I'm seeing there? Well, 3:30, World Racing heading to Atlanta, I believe, out of the race and facing the wrong way. That is a shame for the driver from Japan. Essential to catch up and climb through the field. 7 pieces here up to 16 at the moment for the Canadian. But now the battle is on. Wasn't what we were expecting. Won't miss
C1 contender Kristianstad still all the way down P11, but goes to make do. Kenzo Craigie against Timo Ranakos, Prema against VDK. Same chassis, different teams, different interest. Timo Ranakos goes to
Indeed, this is going to be a fight here. I mean, it won't really affect Craigie's championship if he doesn't overtake here, but he's thinking of one thing only, coming away with a number one trophy in both the championship and the final. Mechanical failure on board. There though is Kristianstad again on our screens. He is currently in 12th place now, and he has closed the gap up in the championship points as well. He's now on 278 from Ranaka's 289. He is only 11 points behind, even at positions to be gained. Championship points to the right hand side of your screen. Some drivers gaining, some drivers dropping down. But yeah, no, this is going to be a really tense moment now for all three of our top runners. We've seen how close the top fights have been over the course of this weekend. This is up to the 10. Some trouble in his whole head. He's still the base. He's on the entire side on this one. He's still despite everything able to run as much as he can. charge through the field. Remember, he qualified 50th overall at the start of the weekend, and he has made those positions up throughout this field. So that's good work from him. Back to the leaders there. Still no change, but it does seem to be just one group of them out of the first group. So Craigie takes the lead of the race on lap number 11. Absolutely superb. Kelleher slots into second. Malakers down to third. What does that do to the points? Well, that's got Stoya back
finishes first or second. This will not change matter when it comes to championship points for Kristianstad. He would have taken his points, but not to the end of the season. Assist from Daniel Kelleher. So by the championship, Daniel Kelleher picked up his best result earlier this season. So it's close to between the two drivers. You see the gap there fluctuating constantly. Kenzo Craigie starts in this race, B3 currently first for Westgate. Daniel Kelleher starting fifth. And second so we'll keep a close eye on how it progresses with Daniel Kelleher. If he gets this overtake done, he will take that spot of P4 in the standings away. Lap number 17, 16 still
for Kostoya, Ramikas 277. Ramikas would stay there third if Kostoya drops down
He's getting into more trouble, I'm afraid, and as you can see, the impacts the championship classification, so certainly not the best. P16 over Kostoya, he lost 2 other places down in turn number 7. Seems to
who's on now a 19th place game through the field. He is sliding his way through now into P15, still just behind Francis on 17th. Costumes are down to the 18th place. Out of the race, that is the 307, and so that is left now is really quiet in his position. Just behind him as well. To shoot those positions again. Starting from Paul, so he got the position in the morning to find himself there. As long as he's shooting back to the hip, he had a chance of shooting the podium. But now he's looking at a P1 here, but he's still got a couple of laps left in this race as we go on to lap number 24. Oh, Daniel Gallagher, you are just ready to see the first final enough to do anything, and the battle for Kristianstad in the championship is also not close enough to do anything. Last lap goes out, 1.24 to absolutely sublime for Daniel Gallagher. First win of the season, he's done it. But Kenzo Craigie has done the unthinkable. Champion in 2025. Kenzo Craigie is your 2025 champions of the future. This title in 2024, Alex Powell in 23, turning to the game in 22, Rafael Canelo in 2021, and then Peter Merenteki in 2020 in the senior category. In 2025, Kenzo Craigie adds his name to that list. What a brilliant adventure for the young Briton. The Mercedes-backed driver has done everything he needed to do in 2025, and he has once again delivered. But that doesn't take the win away from Daniel Gallagher. What a drive for the Irishman for Kart Republic. Daniel Gallagher's first podium of the 2025 season, possibly his first win, of the 2025 season. He has finished second, he has finished third, but he's not finished in P1, which he does today here at the Awesome Ring in Kristianstad, Sweden. Daniel Gallagher takes the win ahead of Kenzo.